This broadcast is partnered by BetterSleep, one of the world's top-rated sleep apps designed to help you fall asleep faster and wake up feeling refreshed. I've never been a consistent sleeper. These days, I rarely get 6 to 8 hours of sleep, and I usually wake up feeling like I barely rested. So I decided to try BetterSleep for a few nights, and honestly, it really helped me. One standout feature is the sleep recorder. I had no idea how much I was tossing and turning, or that I even snored when I sleep until I played it back. That kind of feedback is super helpful. But what really hooked me were the sounds. I love the water sounds, rivers, lakes, rain, and many others that instantly help me stay calm. And the background music? Incredibly relaxing. It's not just great for sleep, it's perfect for meditation too. You can mix and match over 300 sounds and create your own vibe, whether it's white noise, ASMR, or ambient soundscapes. So if you're like me and you struggle with sleep, head over to trybettersleep.co/Alyx and start your 7-day trial for free. Sleep is a crucial part of your overall health, and if you're not getting the rest you need, it can seriously impact your physical and mental well-being. So don't wait. Download the BetterSleep app and start getting the rest you deserve today. Now that's more like it. Monday Night RAW made a massive comeback. After 2 weeks of lackluster episodes, this episode gave us a lot to talk about. So let's get to it right here in Alyx's World. Hello all and welcome to Alyx's World, a safe space for wrestling fans like you. I'm your host, Alyx, just Alyx, and this is your WWE Monday Night RAW review, recap, reaction for January 19th, 2026. I believe we are 2 weeks away. 2 weeks away from the Royal Rumble. A massive show. One of the big five pay-per-views of the year. Saudi Arabia. Keep in mind, this year's is happening earlier on in the day. I believe it's around 11 a.m., 12 p.m., maybe even 1 p.m. So be ready for that. Don't miss this year's Royal Rumble by sleeping in. I'm just letting you know now. But I thought tonight's episode gave us a lot to talk about. Overall, it's the best Raw so far this year. Not saying much because the first episode was bad. Gave us literally nothing to talk about. The next week's episode was decent. It was better, but not by much. This one, I thought was good. Solid episode. Carried by the crowd. Ireland? The Irish wrestling fans are godsend. They were so loud, it peaked the sound system. The audio actually suffered, which is a good thing. Kinda, not really for the viewing audience, but the crowd was so loud, I could hardly hear the promos. It was hard to hear the music. Hey, I would rather have a crowd that into the show than quiet. So I call that a good problem, where the crowd is so loud, it peaks the volume and actually affects the audio of the show. The AJ Styles and GUNTHER promo, when they aired it live, I couldn't hear a goddamn word. Well, not even that. It wasn't the AJ Styles and GUNTHER promo. It was the backstage segment with AJ Styles and GM Pierce. That one was hard to hear. The second one, not the first one. I couldn't hear them talk because the crowd was so loud. Crazy. You want that. You want fans that are into the show and not just there to sit on their hands, even though they paid hundreds, if not thousands of dollars to go. Which, again, they can do. It's their business to do whatever they want, but I just think it's ridiculous that you would go just to sit on your hands. That's just me. I don't think that's something that I would want anyone to do or I would invite anyone to do. So, yeah, I think this was the final Raw that took place earlier on in the day. I am looking forward to seeing how things work when we get back to normal starting next week. So we have a lot of topics to get through. Matter of fact, I'm not going to lie to you. This opening, the introduction, will most likely be longer than the review itself. So you might want to strap in. By the way, Aaron Teagle, I think, sir, you're trying to donate your money. So if you want to donate your money, you can't just type in 100. You have to go to the bottom. Someone help Aaron Teagle, because I can see he wants to donate. I'm looking at his comment, and I don't think he knows how this works. So you have to go to the bottom. You have to click that $sign, right? Then you enter in the amount. Make sure that your card is connected, and then you send it to me. I'm seeing that you're trying to donate, but go ahead and donate, and hopefully it goes through. If you're having issues, you let me know. Someone will help you. Someone will help you. But let's get to it, man. Finn Bálor. Finn Bálor, we were in his home country, Belfast, Ireland. Despite losing, Finn Bálor looked like a megastar. He came off like, well, the main event player that we've all thought he could be. He got a standing ovation. He got a standing ovation despite losing to CM Punk. And CM Punk, even though Punk was booed, raised his hand, raised his arm at the end of the match and let him have the spotlight. I did not see the post-show promo, but apparently Finn Bálor cut a very emotional post-show promo that is currently on Instagram. Well, social media altogether, WWE is all over the place, which is Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. I'll watch that later. I did not see it, though. I'll say it like this. It looked like Finn Bálor turned babyface. Now, this could just be a weekly thing. We're in his home country, so maybe it's temporary, right? Maybe it's temporary, but we'll...
Happy 50K, Alyx.
Apparently, I have hit 50,000 subscribers. Yeah. I must have just hit it. I think I literally just hit it. Wow. There it is. 50,000 subscribers, ladies and gentlemen. Took me 16 years to get there. We did it. Thank you all so much. And it's appropriate that it came from the current Super Chat champ, your savior, Drew Usher, who will be defending his belt next Saturday. I appreciate it, man. The first Super Chat of 50K. Wow. It took me a while to get that. And you know what? I appreciate it. I appreciate that it took me longer to get here than someone who would, let's just be real, there are content creators all over the place who jump tens, hundreds of thousands of subscribers and don't appreciate it. I'm someone that has earned his 50K, and I will earn my 100K, and eventually I'll earn my 1 million. And I can't wait for that. That's going to be fun. We'll get there. We're halfway there to 100K. That's the next stop. We're going to keep going. I'm not stopping at 50K. The next stop is 100K. Okay, we can celebrate 60 and 70. Sure, that's great. I'm not going to celebrate until I hit 100K. That's the next stop. When we hit 100K, we'll do a huge celebration. A huge celebration. We'll bring in guests. I'll probably bring in a wrestler, interview her or him, whatever. It'll be good. But 50K is big. Thank you. Thank you for helping me get there. But let me get back to this discussion about Finn Bálor, Finn Bálor, because I had some things I wanted to say. Now, I don't know if what we saw here was a face turn. It hasn't been made official yet, but it needs to be. What we saw tonight needs to be a face turn, because it's clear that fans are ready to cheer for Finn Bálor. And WWE should give them exactly what they want. They want to love this guy, let them love him. You have no idea how it felt to hear his OG NXT theme. There's something different about CFO Money's music compared to the current Def Rebel shit. I'm sorry, it is shit. It's shit. It's terrible music. There was something about Jim Johnson. There was something about CFO Money that understood how to get people to care about the entrance. So he got the OG theme. He should keep the OG theme. He got the old entrance back where he did the arms out, duck, arms out. Keep that. Most importantly, bring back the demon. Bring back the demon. But do it right. Not this, oh, the demon can only come out 4 times a year bullshit. Right? None of that. Don't box the demon in creatively. Don't box Finn in creatively when it comes to the gimmick. Let him showcase different versions of the demon. Different looks. Different entrances. Different in-ring styles. An entirely refreshed presentation of who he is as a character. We already did Finn, Demon, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. We tried that gimmick. That's done. I would like to see him have different versions of the gimmick. Different versions, different demons. Each one has their own particular style. I think it's time. I think Finn has earned it these past few years. I know things have been looking bleak for him. I'm not going to lie. There was a point in time when his contract was expiring. I forgot what year it was, but it was recently. I said maybe Finn should consider going to AEW. Probably would have worked out better for him. Probably not. Who knows? But I think now it's a great time to turn him babyface and run with him. Run with him. Now, Dominic Mysterio clearly is getting ready to do a feud with Finn. That's the long-term goal here. And yeah, I do think Dom should lose that IC title to Finn. If he's not going to lose it to Sheamus. He's going to have a match against Rey Mysterio eventually this year too. And that will probably be Rey Mysterio's final match. But yeah, the long-term feud here is Dominic Mysterio and Finn Bálor. Will it be for the IC championship? It should be. Does it need to be? No. But that should be where Finn turns babyface officially. Like, straight up, no questions asked, he's a face now. And then we run with him as this new Finn Bálor with different faces, different demons. And then eventually, yeah, he should have a run with the world title. How old is Finn Bálor now? How old is Finn Bálor? That's a legit question. I think he's, 40? Oh, no, he's older than 40. I think we're looking at maybe 44, 45. Yeah, he's not young no more. He ain't no spring chicken. Not no more, he isn't. So I do think if they're going to give him a run with that championship, 43 years old, thank you. 43, he'll be 44 this year. Wow. If they're going to give him a legit run, it's got to happen soon. That means within the next 2 years. Will he get a run with the WWE Championship? Probably not. More than likely, they'll give him a run with the World Heavyweight Championship. And that's fine. That's fine. But yeah, I love what they did with him. I love that match with CM Punk. That was that was an awesome match. Punk gave him perhaps his best match in a long time. That was CM Punk's definitely his best match in a long time. It's been a minute since CM Punk had a match of that caliber. I think the last time something came even close to that might have been the WrestleMania match with Seth and Roman last year. Thinking. Yeah. Close. Nothing's going to top his Hell in a Cell match with Drew McIntyre. That was a classic, by the way. But that was definitely one of Punk's best matches. So looking forward to seeing what they do with Finn. Don't drop the ball on this, please. You have a lot of momentum behind him. I want the old Finn Bálor back. We all want the old Finn Bálor back, and we should get him back. That's just what I believe. Before we continue on, let me do something really quickly. So, as a content creator, one thing that I would encourage you all to do is that if you're on multiple platforms, be sure that you promote all of your work. By your work, I mean like your links and everything that you do on all platforms, like what I'm about to do right now. Watch my live review currently on YouTube here. One of my posts about Finn Bálor, who I just got done talking about, is going viral. So let me tag this to that post and get more viewers. Little something, little trick there. Matter of fact, let me check the other post. Because just in case it is, no, I think we're okay. Well, let me post it here to Natalia. Because I think Natty might actually pick up some speed. And then Sami Zayn's post. I will talk about Sami Zayn in a second. So, I think that's it. I don't see anything else. Yeah. There you go. We'll work with that. And because I just promoted it more, we're probably going to see more numbers in just a second. We're going to be here for a while because I have a lot to talk about. So, yeah. Finn should be a babyface. Run with him as the OG theme, OG entrance. Bring back the Demon, but don't book the Demon the same way. A new presentation altogether with the Demon. Gunther confronted AJ Styles at the beginning of the show. And AJ Styles, after making Gunther tap like a little bitch, but still losing the match last week, AJ says he wants a rematch. And I said last week, I said that they were going to do a rematch, and their second match was going to happen at the Royal Rumble. I did not think the second match would have his career on the line. I was thinking they would do a trifecta. Gunther wins the first match, AJ wins the second, and then the third match, they put the career on the line, and AJ wins that one. But I think, yeah, AJ is just going to do the career match at Rumble. And no, I don't see AJ losing that. I think it's a great stipulation for the drama. It'll definitely get you invested because we all know that AJ's career is coming to an end this year. We don't know when exactly, but by the time we hit December 2026, AJ Styles will no longer be a wrestler. Full time, at least. So with that in mind, anytime you see career on the line, you start to think, is this it? It could be it next Saturday. I don't think it will be. It's his last Royal Rumble, for sure. But is it his last match? No. But yes, Gunther said, AJ, if you want another shot at me, you have to put your career on the line. I retired Goldberg. I made John Cena tap out like a little bitch. Your ass is next. I want that ass. Pause. He didn't really say that, but who knows? I'm not judging nobody. Anyways, AJ agreed after calling his wife that he will fight Gunther with his career on the line at the Royal Rumble. That's going to be a crazy match to watch. Now, I'm not too sure if Gunther and AJ are both in the Rumble match. I think they are, but we'll see. We'll definitely see. What do y'all think? When it comes to AJ Styles retiring, do you think it should happen at the Rumble? Should it happen at WrestleMania or sometime before or afterwards? They should get AJ at the very least to WrestleMania, for sure. WrestleMania at the very earliest. At the latest, SummerSlam. Matter of fact, if they want to, screw it. Go all the way to Survivor Series. Why not? Go all the way to Survivor Series. You got plenty of time to use him and still got plenty of people for him to work with. If they want to give AJ Styles the World Heavyweight Championship for a couple of months before calling it a day, I'm cool with that too. Someone just said AJ Styles should win the Rumble and then go on to win the championship at WrestleMania. You could do that. Don't see that happening because Braun Breaker or Sami Zayn are my top picks. But we'll see. Yeah, I think AJ, at the very earliest, should get to WrestleMania. So I don't see him losing next Saturday. At the latest, Survivor Series. He's got plenty of time left. I don't see him going anywhere. But you guys give me your thoughts about that. So, in your head, what's a good timeline? What's a good point for AJ to go, all right, we out. We out. You let me know. Natalya turned heel on Maxxine Dupri. So I love this. Not necessarily the match. So, okay. Maxxine Dupri and Becky Lynch have had matches that have been hit and miss. Their first 2 matches were pretty good, solid. The IC title match where Maxxine lost the belt to Becky was garbage. This one, it wasn't too bad. It was decent, solid. I'll go solid. Much better than the last match they had. The last match was god-awful. This one was so much better. But no one's talking about that. No one's talking about the fact that Becky Lynch, who is the greatest female wrestler in the world today, it's not just me saying it. They're talking about the fact that the low-key legend, Natty Neidhart, finally showed her face. Natalya screws Maxxine Dupri and attacks her after the match. Viciously. I loved it. There was a spot where she was beating her up. She grabbed her by the chin and drove her forehead right in her face. It was fucking, not like a headbutt, but more like she was really staring laser vision through her fucking head. It was crazy. It was a crazy spot for her. And of course the sharpshooter and all that. And then she just kept attacking her. I really hope this means we're bringing in the low-key legend. If y'all know what I'm talking about, take a minute, not right now, but make a note to yourself. After this is over with, take a minute, search up Natty Neidhart Bloodsport. This gimmick that she does, low-key legend, it's been done outside of WWE. AAA, Bloodsport, other places. I think they're bringing it to the main roster. Matter of fact, we did see her as the low-key legend when she was training with Maxxine. Remember that? Those training vignettes? Yeah, that was the low-key legend. That Natty Neidhart should win all the belts. Give her the IC title. No offense to Becky, but that's who should be the IC champ. Natty Neidhart should run through everybody. And she should hold it for a long time. Matter of fact, if AJ Lee is scheduled to beat Becky Lynch for the IC title, she's going to hold the belt for a little bit, Natty Neidhart should beat AJ. I would have Natty Neidhart beat AJ. And then go on a monster run with that title. And then, of course, AJ Lee will move up to the Women's World Heavyweight Championship. You already know, right? You know AJ Lee is eventually going to win the Women's World Heavyweight Championship. She has to. But that's not who we're talking about. That's later on. Natty Neidhart is somebody. This gimmick here, this is what's going to make people say she's one of the best female wrestlers ever. When I first saw it, when she debuted it at Bloodsport, what was it, last year? No, in 2024, I think. It was either 2024 or last year. I think it was 2024 when she debuted the gimmick. Instantly, I went, that's who she should be. That needs to be what she is on the main roster. And I'm actually upset that it took them this long to debut it. If they're going to debut it. They should be. They better be. Have her come out with the UFC training crew with the towel and the robe. On the back, it says low-key legend. And then she has the mouth guard. And then the UFC gear. Fucking bitches up. Come on now. Basically, Ronda Rousey done right. What they wish Ronda Rousey was, that's exactly what Natalya's going to be. Can't wait for it. Can't wait for it. Give her all the belts. And yeah, I do think a feud with Maxxine is exactly what she could use. I think it would help Maxxine. I think it would make a lot more sense for Maxxine to be involved in this than, quite honestly, anything else they were involving her in. Because I know a lot of people appreciate that she won the IC title for a short period of time. So do I. But it's clear to me that she still needs work. She's better. Oh my gosh, she's a lot better than what she used to be. But what Maxxine used to be was dog shit. Now she's okay. So you go from dog shit to okay inside the ring. That is a massive improvement. But it's not what she needs to be. It's not what she needs to be. She needs to be better. I think working with Natty Neidhart will help her bridge that gap and get her to a level that's even bigger and better than what she is now. So, Yeah, I'm looking forward to finally seeing Miss Natty Neidhart on my goddamn television set, which is where she should be. Let's talk about Javon Evans. So a lot of people are worried about Javon Evans, and rightfully so. During his match with El Grande Americano, he was seen on the outside, and it happened at a weird spot. They went to a commercial break. There was an ad break, and something happened. He was on the outside. He was on the ground. He was doing this, right? Like something was wrong with his shoulder. They stopped the match. The referee stops the match, rightfully so. If he's hurt, he's hurt. Stop the match. Don't do this shit where we gotta finish the match. No, fuck you. Fuck you. Stop the match. Okay? Better safe than sorry. So they stopped the match. El Grande Americana wins because referee stoppage. They walk Javon Evans, and he's grabbing his shoulder. So we're all thinking, God damn it, did he have a shoulder injury? That's what it looked like, right? I have good news. I have great news. This just came in from PW Insider. Breaking news. He's okay. PW Insider reports that WWE officials, well, paramedics to be exact, checked in on him. They scanned him for possible shoulder injuries, a pec injury, and then a concussion, right? Any one of those three would have been horrible. Pec injury means he's out for at least 9 months. Shoulder injury, he might be out for a little bit, maybe a couple of months, but he's still out. Concussion protocol, that means he's out of the Royal Rumble. No, none of them. He lucked out. He lucked out. So that means he will be available for the Royal Rumble. Thank God. And he was able to go home. He took the same plane as the other wrestlers. So he's good. He's good. Not too sure exactly what put him in that position. I'm still trying to figure out exactly what happened. I'm thinking it was a shoulder injury, and they were scared. Now, PW Insider got word that it was a concussion, which was weird because I'm like, that didn't look like a concussion. Because concussion, you're disoriented, right? Your equilibrium is off balance. Like you can barely walk. You don't know where you are, and you have to have people walk you back. He was grabbing his shoulder. So I was thinking like he dislocated something. But he's fine now. PW Insider has reported that he's absolutely fine. You don't have to worry about him. For now. Let's hope he stays healthy, because that was a bit of a scare. But that's what happens, man. Like, who was the wrestler that, well, multiple wrestlers, but who was the recent wrestler that got injured by doing something very simple? Was that Penta? Penta did a Hurricane Rana from the barricade, and he was out for like 3 months, right? Dominic Mysterio is currently, I think he's resting a arm injury, or is that also a shoulder injury? And they said that he should be back by next week. He should be fine. Or after Royal Rumble. I'm also thinking about someone else. Liv Morgan. That's who I was thinking about. Liv Morgan was taking a safe bump where she got tripped and then she fell forward with her arms. Her elbow or her forearm hit the mat. The reverberation from hitting the mat, the ricochet from that, snapped her shoulder. The freakiest of injuries. That was crazy. So, people are getting hurt at the most the most random places. There. I don't know what I was trying to say. The most random places. So be careful. But yeah, Evans is okay. Asuka and Kairi had a very short but very important, very impactful segment. So we all know that the Kabuki Warriors are no longer your tag team champs. That now goes to Rio, not Riho, but Rio, Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. Asuka's very upset. She blames Kairi Sane for losing the tag team titles. And she told Kairi Sane backstage, "This feels like a betrayal. The same kind of betrayal that Io Sky did to us. Although Asuka attacked Io Sky, she's the one that kicked her out. Same type of betrayal. And Kairi responds, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I promise I'll make sure you win the Royal Rumble. I'll do anything. I'll do anything. Run. Like Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family used to say. Run. You in danger, girl. You in danger, girl. Emotional damage. Emotional manipulation. The abuse is coming back. We're getting back to the abuse storyline. Thank you. I was a bit concerned that we were moving away from that because that was one of the best things about Monday Night Raw, but it seems to be coming back now, so that makes me very happy. We'll have to see what they do. We'll have to see how things play out. I am hoping that this leads to either an Io Sky versus Asuka match where Kairi Sane turns on Asuka, or we get Asuka versus Kairi. Because I was thinking about that too, because do they want to take the belts off of Rhea Ripley and Io Sky right now? They could. Could definitely happen this upcoming Saturday. Give it to Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez, who are going to win those tag team titles eventually. Eventually, right? They're going to win them eventually. But do you want to do that right now? Right? If they do, that frees up Kairi Sane to have her, well, it wouldn't free her up to do much because she would be the third wheel, but she would be involved in Io Sky versus Asuka, right? She would be the one that either, well, let's just call it like it is. We do Io Sky versus Asuka. Kairi's going to help Io Sky beat Asuka because that's what this is building to. This is building to a babyface turn for Kairi Sane. So we either do Kairi Sane versus Asuka at WrestleMania, or we're going to do it in the future at a different pay-per-view. But we're going to get it. We're going to get it. So yeah, we'll see. I'm perfectly fine with them doing Kairi Sane versus Asuka, but I think the plan is to have Asuka take on Io Sky, and then Rhea Ripley take on Stephanie Vaquer. So, speaking of Stephanie Vaquer, she was not on tonight's episode. I was thinking that they were going to have her keep appearing on purpose and have her work through her injury, which she is working through. She does have an injury. She has a bruise on her foot. It's real. But they're hoping that she can be healthy by the Royal Rumble, right? Or at least before WrestleMania. I did not see her tonight. So that makes me concerned that she might not be ready or she might not be okay. That also could mean that they took her off on purpose just to see, well, first off, just to let her heal, give her some actual rehabbing time, but also probably to test her out. They're probably going to send her through injury protocol or whatever kind of protocol to make sure she's okay. And if she passes the protocol, deuces, great. She continues to hold the championship and she'll fight Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania, which needs to happen, by the way. Because if she doesn't, then they're going to do Raquel Rodriguez. Raquel Rodriguez is going to win the championship. Stephanie will take whatever time she needs to get healed up, maybe take the rest of the month, the rest of February to heal up, and then come back in March, win the chamber, and then go to WrestleMania to win the title back. But yeah, didn't see her tonight. I just figured that they were doing something to help her out. So, I thought Raw was great. Like, in terms of storytelling, in terms of storylines, yeah, we're seeing a return to form. A lot of these stories that we were invested in are starting to come back. Even a little bit of that Liv and Roxanne tease there, where Liv was like, I didn't trust you. I thought you were a schemer. I thought you were a snake. But you seem to be very cool. You turned out to be pretty cool. And Roxanne's like, yeah, I'm great. Yeah, you can trust me. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, Roxanne's looking to take Dom away from Liv. Watch. So, as we move further into the Royal Rumble, because again, Rumble is next Saturday, I'm waiting to see where the pieces fall first before I make my definitive answer. So next week we are doing Rumble predictions. I haven't decided yet if I want to invite A&B Convos and or Steven Sanders. We might end up doing that. Give me a second. You guys let me know if you want me to invite them. What I might do, actually, no, here's what I'll do. I'll ask them if they want to do a live preview and prediction on their channel, because they already did one with me. I want to go do one on their channel. That's what I'll do. I'll do that. I'll send them a text and ask if they'll do a Rumble prediction show and if I can be on it, because I want to talk about it on their show. And then I can, here's what I'll do. So next week, we got Raw, we got SmackDown. What I can do is, instead of a Friday night SmackDown review, I'll make that like my last minute preview and prediction show for Royal Rumble, like the big show for it the night before, right? So we'll do that. Let's do that. Or I might do this. I might just take the video that A&B Convos made and just chop it up and upload that on my channel with my thoughts and opinions, and then link the full live stream. How about that? Let's do that. I might do that. We'll do the live stream, and then I'll take the full live stream on their channel, cut it up, and then upload that part onto my YouTube channel. And then I'll link the full live stream in the description box. Sound good? Sweet. We'll do that. But there's one wrestler I'm keeping my eye on. Well, actually, there's multiple wrestlers I'm keeping my eye on. One of them is clearly Braun Breaker. Braun Breaker is clearly a favorite. When he lost to CM Punk, I was thinking, well, yeah, they're most likely setting him up to win the Rumble. So there's that. I guarantee you, if he's in the Rumble, if he's going to be in it, he'll be introduced next week. So there's that. But the main one I'm looking at is Sami Zayn. If you saw my predictions for 2026, I straight up told you that Sami Zayn is winning the Rumble, and he will end up going to WrestleMania to win the WWE Championship from Drew McIntyre. I was right about Drew McIntyre becoming WWE Champion. So far, I'm doing pretty well. I was also right about AJ Styles returning to TNA and potentially having a match. They already teased that. Looking forward to it. Am I right about Sami Zayn, though? And I mean this, because I am seeing a lot of people push back against this particular prediction. And here's why. A lot of people are heavily favoring Sami Zayn to win the Fatal 4-Way at Saturday Night's main event this weekend. Why? Because it's in Montreal. Montreal, Quebec, Canada. The hometown of Sami Zayn. So, I get it. You don't want to disappoint the fans in Canada. You want to give them what they want, right? Here's what I think should happen. Call this a prediction, if you will. I think Sami Zayn should lose. I think they should go with Damian Priest. I think Damian Priest would make a lot more sense for Royal Rumble, especially since he just beat Aleister Black in that ambulance match. He should be in line to fight Drew McIntyre. The match won't be anything special. It might be better than what we're anticipating, but yeah, I believe for Rumble next Saturday, it should be Damian Priest. Because they already have a history, Drew and Damian. Remember, Damian cashed in on Drew when he won the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania 40. Remember that? And then they had their match, Clash at the Castle, right? Yes, Clash at the Castle that year as well. And then Damian beat him then. So they have a long-standing history here. Drew has yet to beat Damian Priest. Now Drew can say, I need to get this monkey off my back. So it's the opposite. So Sami has yet to beat Drew. Drew has yet to beat Damian Priest, right? So there you go. Again, the match is not going to be anything special, but Drew's going to win the match anyway, so who cares? So I would have Damian Priest win that match. Sami should lose. That loss would create the sympathy factor that he needs for this eventual title win, right? You want people to get hurt. There needs to be some kind of struggle, right? Some sense of triumph with Sami Zayn. I think him losing next Saturday when everyone is expecting him to win would be great. And if Sami loses in Montreal and the fans get upset, it would upset them in the right way and generate the kind of heat that gets people fully behind him heading into the Royal Rumble, which again, he's going to win. If he doesn't win on Saturday, he's winning the Royal Rumble. If they put Sami Zayn in the Royal Rumble, he's winning the Royal Rumble. And that's why I'm waiting until next week to give you my predictions. Because I want to see what they do this Saturday. If they have Damian Priest versus Drew McIntyre for next Saturday and not Sami Zayn versus Drew McIntyre, and they have Sami in the Rumble, Sami needs to win the Rumble. Period. Especially since it's in Saudi Arabia. He has to win the Rumble then. Nobody else needs to win it. Not even Braun Breaker. He needs to win the Rumble, go to WrestleMania to fight Drew McIntyre, and then win the WWE Championship. It would make both of those moments sweeter if you have him lose this Saturday. Because I will say this. They could have Sami Zayn win in Montreal. Would that be the right choice? I don't know. Probably not. But they could definitely have Sami Zayn win in Montreal this Saturday and fight Drew McIntyre at the Royal Rumble. But it's a guaranteed loss. It's practically a guaranteed loss if he fights Drew at Royal Rumble. Sami's not going to win the championship at the Royal Rumble. He's not. He will continue to lose against Drew, and then we most likely won't even see him get another title shot until next year. So now you have Sami lose. He doesn't even touch the main event title again until next year, next Royal Rumble. And that would mean he has to win that Royal Rumble and then go on to main event next year's WrestleMania, I'm assuming night 1. And who does he fight there? See, I don't see it being Drew McIntyre who he fights next year. If he fights next year, is that going to be GUNTHER? Maybe. We'll see. But we've already seen Sami and GUNTHER. See, Sami and Drew, when that match happens, that has all the makings for a WrestleMania match. Drew is someone that Sami Zayn has yet to beat. Drew has Sami beat 11 and what? 0? 11 and 0? So 11 and 0. Sami has never won the WWE Championship, so it's his first time being WWE Champion. It will be a big moment, a moment that will establish him as a main event, as the guy, because it is the top title. It's the top title in the entire company. Why would that not be a WrestleMania? Why would you not do Sami and Drew at WrestleMania? It just makes the most sense, right? So no, I think it would be a mistake to have Sami lose the WWE Championship match at the Royal Rumble and then go a full year without touching it. That's just going to kill his momentum. That would be a mistake. I think he needs to win at the Royal Rumble. He needs to win the Royal Rumble. He needs to win the championship this year at WrestleMania. And then if you want to drop the belt back to Cody Rhodes or back to Drew, that's cool too. He doesn't need to have a long reign, but he should win the championship. If you drag this out any longer, the excitement fades. And then people won't be nearly as invested when it finally happens. You have to strike while the iron is hot. That was my biggest issue with Sami and, 2023? When he fought Roman Reigns? 2023. Rumble 2023. When that pop happened, when he turned on the bloodline, he attacked Roman, chair shot, heard around the world, and that pop happened, I said to myself, you have got to give Sami Zayn the WWE Championship because he was way too hot. Way too over. He was, the type of over Sami was it's rarely seen in WWE. He was mega over when he turned on Roman. I got it. I understood that Sami was not going to win the title, especially during that time when they were pushing Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns was going on his 1,000-day title reign. They were not going to not do that. I got it. Yes, I know that the match happened at Chamber 2023, What I'm talking about is the turn. It's the babyface turn. That happened at Royal Rumble 2023. One of the best babyface turns I've ever seen. Could arguably be the greatest babyface turn I've seen at the Royal Rumble. Arguably. Right? That's when he should have won the championship. And they never went back to that. They never went back to it until now. So no, I don't think he should win. I don't think he should win on Saturday. I think he should get close. I think he should fail. And I think he should win the Rumble the Saturday afterwards. That's what I think. I think Sami should win the Rumble, go to WrestleMania, get his crowning achievement. I think Sami Zayn should finish his story this year. And since we're talking about top baby faces, there you go. Sami Zayn. Now, would he be as big as Cody Rhodes? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But who's to say that he can't be anywhere close to it? Just saying. Something to think about. Let's talk about a couple of things before we get to the actual review. Like I said, this portion of the show is going to be longer than the review itself. Trick Williams. So I wanted to take a second to talk about the discourse that's happening over what I said about Trick Williams in, well, my previous SmackDown reviews, where I have come out publicly and said I am not a fan of his microphone skills. I don't think his mic work is all that great. I think he comes across like he's trying too hard. He comes across like he's uncomfortable, like he's, I don't know. It doesn't feel natural. And I got a lot of pushback. From fans that were like, no, he's great. He's an amazing talker. What are you talking about? You don't know anything about wrestling. Shut the fuck up. You know what I mean? Like, goddamn, like, calm down. You know what I mean? But they were mad at me. Like, how dare you? How dare you say that Sami Zayn can't talk. How dare you say that Trick Williams can't talk? I literally had someone call me a racist. Oh, so you don't like when a black man talks in the microphone? Shut the fuck up. It's not that serious. All right? I get it, right? There are certain wrestlers that have a certain timbre, a certain cadence, a unique way of talking on the microphone. And maybe that's what this is. Maybe it's just one of those things where it's not that he doesn't have bad mic work. It's that he has a style that's just unique to him. And he has a certain way of talking that only certain people can appreciate. Or something like that, right? So here's what I did. Because I'll admit it, you know, I've been watching wrestling for a long time. I'm used to a certain way. I'm used to promos done a certain way. And I might be getting at that age where I'm becoming the old man yelling at the skies like, back in my day, this is how you did a you know. Maybe that's what it is. So here's what I did. I asked people to share their favorite promos of Trick Williams, right? Share me your favorite promo. Educate me on how great he is. Maybe I haven't seen his best promos yet. Maybe I'm tweaking, but I'm open, right? And as soon as I asked that question, the pushback changed. It was interesting because all of a sudden, people were saying, you know what? This is an interesting debate. It's not that he is good at talking. It's just that he feels real, like he's being himself, right? He's being him. He might not be like the best wordsmith. He's not cutting Shakespeare, right? He's just being him. And I don't know, guys. I believe, again, this is just me. The best microphone workers are able to reach everybody with their work. Like, across the board, when they speak, everyone listens and everyone is in tune with every word that they say. Trick Williams might be able to appeal to a certain base when he talks, and I'm not saying you can't like him, and I'm not saying he can't cut a good promo. I'm not even saying that you have, how do I put this? That you have to not like what he talks about. I'm not even saying that he can't cut a good promo. I believe that his style and the way that he talks, and I've watched his promos on NXT, there's something about it that doesn't work for me. Like, lemon pepper steppers. Lemon pepper steppers. Huh? And then there was one promo where he was like, whether your name is 1 cent or 2 nickels or 3 dimes or 4 quarters or whatever the hell. I was like, because Stacks, right? I get it. Your name is Stacks, right? So 1 nickel, 2 dimes, 3 quarters. I get it. But at the same time, it's like, his best work on the mic, I'll say this. I saw his stuff with Carmelo Hayes, right? I think his best work to me was when he was a manager, the muscle for Melo, where Melo did the setup and then he was the background player. He was the comedic follow-up, right? Where he was the comedy act to Melo's seriousness. Like, it was a good contrast. I thought that worked. That was good. He didn't come across annoying then. It felt natural. But when he's by himself, I don't know. There's something about, I can't even put my finger on it. Because it's not just the words that he's saying. I don't mind, Mr. Whip That, which is weird. Is it the delivery? Is it his delivery? Is it there's a certain aspect of how he talks that just doesn't work with me. And it's not because he's a black wrestler. Get the fuck out of here with that. Booker T is a great example of this. Awesome on the microphone. Cuts promos like a black guy. The Rock, even though he's Samoan, he's black, cuts promos like a black guy. R-Truth, great on the microphone. Loved his heel run. I keep going back to when he was a heel in 2011 to 2012. You gon' get got. Don't what me. Okay, what me. Don't boo me. You should be booing yourself. Love that. So, I would have to go back and listen to R-Truth's promos when he was a heel. And then do a side-by-side comparison of how Trick Williams compares to him. It might just be, I can't even put my finger on what it might be. Maybe it's the material. I don't know. I can't necessarily put a finger on what it is, but there's something off. Something off about Trick Williams. That's just not, it's just not clicking with me. Maybe y'all can help me out. Like, I think Carmelo Hayes, who's also black, has all the tools. I think he can talk. He's great inside the ring. He just needs to establish himself. Once he's established, main event player, for sure. I remember when people said LA Knight couldn't talk. What the fuck is wrong with them? I know. That was crazy. They compared him to The Rock and Stone Cold. Although he's his own character. Someone said Trick Williams talks like he's a black NBA player on his promos. I mean, okay, and you might be right about that, but like, that doesn't equal to, it doesn't equal to, I'm trying to word it right. Because there's a reason why I said he needed work and why he needs to work on his microphone skills. Let me look into it. Let me have a little bit more time, because a lot of people are sending me his promos. Let me look at the promos. Let me see what exactly I don't like. It could just be a preference thing. But y'all let me know. Like, real talk. In the live chat and the comments, wherever you're watching me, how do you feel about Trick Williams on the microphone? Do you think he cuts good promos? Maybe hearing other people talk about him and seeing other people's comments will help me. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so that's gonna do it for the news and introduction. I told you this was gonna be a long one. That was my introduction. But I like that. I like that I'm adding a little bit more to these live streams, right? Because I'm gonna be here for a while. Anyway, so I might as well start talking about wrestling news. There's one more piece of news that I will get to, but I'll get to that before the Raw review. We're gonna go ahead and do the preliminary stuff. I'm gonna look at the super chats. I'm gonna say hello to the people, and then we'll do that topic before we do the Raw review. But thank you all so much for joining me for this lovely live stream. You could be anywhere else. You chose me for your review of Raw, and I am grateful for it. So if this is the first time you're watching me, do me a solid favor. Like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. Wow, your edit. Help expand the brand by doing the following things. Join the membership. Click that join button and get the opportunity to request a video of your choosing, whether it's a live reaction, a hot topic, or a review, past, present, or future. Also, don't forget to give thanks. Hit that super thanks if you would like to donate after the fact. You can. Also, like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, just Alyx Central. Give me a follow on Instagram. Give me a follow on Spotify. Give me a follow on Cameo. Give me a follow on Threads. Follow us on Discord. Follow me on Blue Sky, where the skies are clearer. And give me a follow on TikTok. Why? Because I'm the tickest. I'm the talkist. Donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, Venmo. And yes, Super Chats are officially on. You can donate at any point in time during the broadcast to get your thoughts played live on the air. Email me at justalyxsworld@gmail.com for business inquiries, just to say hi. And yes, get yourself a t-shirt today at Pro Wrestling Tees and Teespring. Are you a Just Alyx guy? Then join the club. Get you an I'm a Just Alyx guy t-shirt. Hot out the press. Also, get you an old school Deluxe Man t-shirt. Get you a new school Alyx's World t-shirt. And many more t-shirt designs coming your way. So stay tuned. Join the cause. Expand the brand. Today, right here in Alyx's World. Thank you all so much for joining me. It has been quite the week. We are coming up to the Royal Rumble, where the the World Super Chat Championship will be on the line. Now, keep in mind, we also have another Super Chat title, currently held by 98% of the time. Now, 98% of the time is scheduled to defend his international title on Friday. However, since I do have you, let me be sure. People say I was muted. Was I muted? I wasn't muted, was I? Okay, I'm good, right? Can you hear me? I'm okay, right? Hopefully. All right. Says it's working. All right, let me just keep talking. You guys will let me know. Now, the international title is scheduled to be defended on Friday. However, since I have 98% of the time here, I want to ask him a question. Since Saturday night's main event is literally the very next day, do you want to defend the belt on Friday? Or do you want to defend the belt on Saturday? I don't mind putting your title on the line this Saturday. Do you want to do it? Because people are already asking you. Do you want to defend the belt this Saturday instead of Friday? Because there's going to be a lot more people on Saturday than we are going to have it on Friday. Just saying. Something to think about. You're the champ. You make the decision. Wherever you decide to defend the belt, I'm going to be there. We're going to host a show. But yeah, I'm very curious to know if 98% of the time wants to defend his belt this Saturday instead of Friday. And then next week, what we can do, since you'll defend the belt on Saturday, we can give you the week off. Because that will be the week for the World Heavyweight Championship. Unless you want to defend that belt as well on the preview and predictions for Royal Rumble. So you let me know. Curious to know what you want to do there. The ball's in your court 98% of the time. Until he makes that decision, it's going to stay on Friday. It's going to stay on Friday. There it is. Never mind. So 98% of the time is cool with defending his international championship on Saturday for Saturday night's main event. It's official. It's official. The international title will be defended this Saturday at Saturday night's main event. Awesome. Awesome. Excited about that. Really excited about that. So, let me go ahead and say hello to the people. First off, show your love to the Mod Squad. Ultra! Shine Nice and Firestar Heart, Elias Ademi. New Japan Pro Wrestling Girl, Cadillo does everything. Everything. Huh? Wait, did Dylan Danger, Dylan Danger, Teflon Don, the Mod Father, Xeno Enigma, Big MGM, and of course, Mrs. Firestar Hart, Angel Hollenbeck. They all help keep this a safe space for wrestling fans like you and like us. Please be sure you like the video. The more you like the video, the more opportunities I will be given to be recommended here on YouTube. So help boost that algorithm by hitting that like button. All right, we've been waiting long enough. Let's hit them super chats.
Speedy recovery to Javin Evans.
Yeah, he's already okay. We discussed it earlier that he is healthy. He's fine. You don't have to worry about him. He is in his pocket. He's good. It was a scare. We were all worried that he suffered a shoulder injury. Doctors checked him out. He's good. He's good. He's good.
Oh yeah, that's something about I just want you to know that you are really special.
He actually said ref early in the match, just like Nate called Mac's name during introduction like she was going to turn her head on camera.
Nat. Okay. You said like Nat called Max during her introduction. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think what they're doing with Natty Neidhart is probably going to help Maxxine Dupri because she needs it. She needs to work with someone who's a veteran that can help her get better inside the ring. So, let's see what happens.
Rumble should go to Gunther. Sammy winning is fine, but it's time for a heel to win, and I mean the heel with the most heat.
When was the last time a heel won the Rumble? Because Cody won the last two. Who won the Rumble in 2022? Who was that? Was that Brock? Who won the Rumble in 2022? Brock, right? I can't even remember. Y'all let me know. Who won the last few Rumbles?
My Royal Rumble predictions. Sami Zayn or Braun Breaker and Liv Morgan.
Yeah, I predicted, Bianca Belair? I haven't seen her yet. So if she doesn't appear, Liv Morgan's a safe choice. Yeah, Sami or Braun. Sami or Braun. If it's anyone else, I don't know who else is going to know. It's either Sami or Braun, quite honestly. I don't know anyone else that could win this. Do y'all?
All I know is, call this my prediction. Entrant number 1 for the Rumble should be Kit Wilson.
Huh. Well, I will say this. If you disagree with this statement, you are toxic. Kit Wilson. Oh, I love him. I love him very much. Love him a lot.
Turn it over and hit it. Turn around now, flip. Turn around now, flip. Hey, turn it over and hit it. Ooh la la, ooh la la.
In 2023, Sami should have participated in the Elimination Chamber match. Then Mania make it a triple threat against Cody and Roman. Have Sami win, new champ. Worked for Benoit versus HBK versus Triple H.
Yeah, and then Roman would have won the belt back, and then you could have still done Roman and Cody the very next year. Yeah, I'm feeling that. That's cool. That would have worked out just fine for me. Thank you all for the donations. Great donations tonight. Let me go ahead and check this out because people are telling me that the Texans failed. How bad was it? I know we lost Nico Collins. I knew that was going to be it. You liar. Wait. Time out. Oh, never mind. I was about to say Texans beat the Colts in the finals. The hell? I was about to say I saw Texans 38-30 Texans and Colts. I was about to be like, you liars. Never mind. Hold on for a minute. Let me see. Oh my goodness. Yeah. 16-28. Oh man. Yeah, we got our asses. We got our asses beat. Well, I mean, it is what it is. We lost our wide receiver, so I'm not upset. I'm not upset. We did our best. We had the best showing that we could have. Yeah, 16-28. I mean, what are we supposed to do? You know? And quite honestly, like, a lot of people are very upset at CJ Stroud, who I think he threw like 3 interceptions in like the first playoff game. That was pretty bad. But we can never get out of that division round, man. And we lost our wide receiver. When we lost Nico Collins, I said, well, that's it. Maybe next time. Maybe next time. We getting better each year, though. We getting better each year. We'll get there. I have faith. I have a dream. You know what I mean? I have a dream that one day, it is MLK Day, that one day the Texans will climb to the mountaintop. And one day the Texans will touch the trophy. Free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty. We are not the Cowboys. But you know what, y'all? You know what? I just gotta say it. I'm not bothered by it. Because football is lame. Like, football is so stupid. Like, when you stop and think about it, it is literally the dumbest sport in the history of sports. Like, who the fuck wants to watch all these men on this boring-ass green field run up and down, back and forth with pigskin? Like, that sounds boring. And then down, say hit. Like, who cares about who gives a damn? Say hit. It doesn't take talent. That's not talent. You know, I don't even waste my time with it. I'm bored. 5 minutes in, that's me. That's me. You know, people say Tom Brady is one of the greatest of all time. Tom Brady couldn't even touch John Cena. And John Cena is not even one of the greatest of all time. Honestly, the Super Bowl this year, I'm only watching for Bad Bunny. That's it. I don't even care. It's boring as hell. Who cares? Who's in the running, by the way? I know the Patriots, but like who's the favorite to win this year? Who's the favorite to win this year? Don't matter, because it's boring as hell. This is why I'm a wrestling fan. There's no storytelling. And it's rigged. It's rigged beyond hell. See, the Texans, they'll get their run one day. But I don't know. I guess they got to sign with Tony Khan. Might want to go to AEW. Go do a different league. It's sports for dummies, man. And someone said the GOAT is Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning wishes he was Stone Cold Steve Austin. He wishes he was The Rock. He wishes he was Undertaker. He wishes he was Shawn Michaels. He wishes he was, woo, the Nature Boy. Football is so stupid. I don't know why y'all like it. But see, y'all cool because y'all wrestling fans. Speaking of wrestling fans, let's go ahead and get these shout outs in. We got Young Money, Trey Lucado. We got Joseph Winters. We got JJ, who let the dogs out. Ooh, JJ Bulldog. I got Mr. UN64, who was donating a lot as of lately, who I appreciate. Thank you. I see Siana Sokere, 1529. I think I said it right. Siana Sokere. Sokere. There. Welcome. We got Bonkers LFC 3067. Of course, we got your international champ, the master and the host of Friday Night Kickdown. 98% of the time. Who's right? 98% of the time. Darcy Chatham, YouTube member Darcy Chatham. What was his? What's up? Darcy Chatham. I don't know. Darcy Chatham, I gotta work on that. I'm not feeling it. It's gotta be something. It's gotta be something we can do. Maybe something from Martin. What are some catchphrases from Martin? Rhythm spoons. No, that's not gonna work. You ain't got no job. I said Joe Rogan in the ooh, watch him. Ooh, okay. I see Darcy's in the house. I said Darcy's in the house. Ooh, watch him out. Nah. I say D. Chatham's in the house. Dang. There's something there. Darcy Chatham's in the house. Now Darcy Chatham's in the ooh, watch your mouth. Ooh. I think I might like it. I think we found it. Darcy Chatham's in the ooh, watch your mouth. GTD. Get the draws. That's funny. All right, we'll figure it out. We'll keep working on it, Darcy. We got Your Highness King AJ, who I'm gonna keep saying it, isn't the king until he becomes champion. Sir. Regito Boy in his house. We got Sean Swaby. Baby! Shout out to Dylan Danger with the $5 donation. Dylan Danger might show up and become champion one day. Just saying. Oh, let me scroll down a little bit. Is that Ronwell Nogales? Yes, sir. Former World Heavyweight Champion, the chosen one, the unwicked. When he's in the building, you the twos, and he's the one. I am number one. We got Darcy Chatham. We got Slam Tackle TV. Haven't seen him in a while. Slam Tackle TV says, no, I disagree. Have Sammy win next year's Rumble. He main events WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia against a heel Cody Rhodes, and that's when he wins the championship. Ooh. Sami Zayn versus a heel Cody Rhodes. I don't hate that. They could do something with that. Trick Williams looked like $1 million. He got the look, the charisma, the agility, and the skills that Sami Zayn can't light a candle to. God damn. You gotta say it like that. We got Mackenzie 1988. We got Adam Ritter. We got the Music Man. Eddie Lamb Music, good to have you here. I'm still standing. Yeah. Good to have you here, sir. Shadow Star. Daquan is Savage. What's up? Last one. Let's give it to BTB with Nick. All right. Thank you all so much for being here. If I don't say your name, please don't be offended. But get these likes up, though. Y'all need to get these likes up. Y'all been here for how long? About an hour and 15 minutes, and it's at 28 likes. Unacceptable. Get these likes up. Liking the video does actually help the stream. So if you haven't liked the video yet, go ahead and hit the like button. It really will help me. And I love the quotes, the Martin quotes. Bruh, man. Fifth flow. Love that. All right, let's go ahead and talk about what actually happened on Monday Night Raw. We're going to break it down. Break it down. They were live in the afternoon. Usually they would be live now, but they were live in the afternoon earlier on today around 2 p.m. Central. And Belfast, Ireland, sold it out. SSE Arena, big crowd, loud. There were points in the show where the audio dipped out because the crowd was so loud. I couldn't hear certain promos backstage. Loved it though. Loved it. They opened up with Gunther, nah, 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 declaring his spot in the Royal Rumble. AJ interrupts, demands a rematch. Gunther said, nah. Love that super chat.
I would be champ for you if I didn't work on the weekends.
Ah, dude, you should go for the international title. Go for the international title. I know you can't do it this week, but like when it's back on Fridays, win the international championship. That'd be pretty cool. But AJ Styles says he wants a match against Gunther, and Gunther said, nah. I want to focus on the Rumble. And then Gunther's like, unless towards his evil mustache. And AJ's like, say it, whatever you want, daddy. What? No. He didn't say that. Pause. And then Ooh. Oh, he didn't say that. I swear to God. That would have been hilarious, though. Gunther tells him, put your career on the line, and AJ said, bet. So AJ versus Gunther at the Royal Rumble. I already talked about it. I said AJ's not losing that match. It's too soon to have him retire at the Royal Rumble. I'm curious to know if AJ and Gunther are going to still be in the Royal Rumble match. We got... What's next? Is it the IC title match? The women's IC title match. Becky Lynch versus Maxxine with Natalya, who just so happens to mysteriously show up out of nowhere. So she just shows up as like, hey, I'm going to be out there to make sure it's fair and square. Yeah. So the match is happening. It's a lot better than the last match they had. The last match they had was dog shit. Hit and miss here and there. So at the end of the match, when Maxxine had Becky pinned, Natalya puts her, Becky's foot on the ropes, helps her win by pinning Maxxine. And then after the match, Natalya turns heel, beats the living shit out of her, and goes completely berserk on that ass. Pause again, because Jesus Christ. And then Natalya decides to hook in the sharpshooter, and we saw glimpses of the low-key legend, a Bloodsport Natty Neidhart, the UFC version. Please bring her in. Please bring her in and have her win all the titles. She definitely needs to win the women's IC title. She should win that title. She should beat AJ Lee for it. And she should hold it forever. Forever! But loved it. Maxxine could use a few with her. Like, real talk. Let me see here. And, hold on, let me play this super chat.
Liar, you lie. Dylan Toxic.
You are toxic! Hey, Dylan Danger, it looks like he's calling you a liar. You should definitely come for his title. If not Saturday, you can come for it next week, I guess, during the Rumble prediction. It depends on 98% of the time. You could take it then. We'll see. We'll definitely see what you have to say about that. Let me see here. Where was I? I think after this is Javon Evans, right? So this is when we got Javon Evans taking on El Grande Americano. And the match is stopped. Referee stoppage because people were scared that he hurt himself. He was grabbing his shoulder, but apparently they thought it was a concussion. So they took him backstage. They evaluated him, and Javon is okay. So I am perfectly fine with them stopping referee matches if they think someone is hurt. I think that's more realistic, number one, but also it's safe. I would rather them stop the match to make sure that they're safe and not hurt than have them wrestle the match hurt and then whatever injury they got doesn't get worse. Javon is safe. He's cool. He can be at the Royal Rumble. next Saturday, doing the Kofi Kingston spot. A Kofi Kingston spot that hasn't been done right in years. Trios match. Rey Mysterio, Penta, Cesaro Miedo, and Dragon Lee taking on The Vision. So, it's clear to me that the only reason they had Austin Theory into the Vision is so that he can take the pinfall. Right? He's going to take the pinfall for Bronson Reed, Logan Paul, and Braun Breaker. And whoever else is joining the group. Sorry. Not sorry. But there was some chaos. Adam Pearce enters the chat talking about something. Y'all not going to cheat when I'm in the room. Gosh damn it. Gosh damn it. And then the babyfaces steal Logan Paul's brass knuckles and then use it on... Who was it? Austin Theory. I just said it. Austin Theory and Penta 1-2-3. We see Pearce interacting with Paul Heyman throughout the night. I like seeing Pearce be more involved with the show, even though he's the GM. He's more involved now. He's more of a character. And they're setting him up for something. So apparently he's talking to Braun next week. So what is that going to do? Where is that going to lead? I have no idea. We'll find out. Braun is still suspended, by the way. If he's going to be in the Rumble, he needs to come back next week and he needs to enter it. We had Rio Sky. We had Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. And I think they had Judgment Day. That's Liv Morgan and Roxanne Perez go out there. And then Raquel Rodriguez blindside them. Not blindside them. What did I say? Blindside them? That's a blindside. Goddamn. They beat the shit out of them. Liv hits a crazy Oblivion, so they're basically setting them up to win the titles next week. They probably should, but we'll see. Judgment Day is firmly positioned as the top heels in the women's division. Jey Uso comes out randomly and he's like, so yeah, we were supposed to have a tag team title match this week. Not happening. Psych. I'm entering the Rumble next week. 4 letters, 1 word. Yeah, that was the promo. Don't ask why. Also entering the Rumble, Bayley and Lyra Valkyria. Yeah, they're entering the Rumble. Also entering the Rumble, Asuka and Kairi Sane. So Asuka is upset at Kairi again. She's letting Kairi know, if you don't fix this, you know what time it is. Go get the switch. Some of you know what I'm talking about when I say go get the switch. You might have to be a millennial or older to understand that. I think you Gen Zers don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But back in the day, pick one. Because if you don't pick one, I'm picking the biggest thing to hit you with. So, Kairi was like, look, before I go get the switch, can I at least tell you something? I promise I'll be good. I'll help you win the Rumble. I'll do anything. Just don't hurt me. Kairi, run. She coming for you. Run. So, we're going to get back to Asuka abusing Kairi. We're going to see where that leads. Whether it's Io saving Kairi or Kairi saving herself. We'll see. And then the main event was an awesome match between Finn Bálor and CM Punk. Love seeing Finn Bálor come out with the babyface name. Love seeing Finn Bálor... Sorry. So many pauses tonight. Love seeing Finn Bálor do the entrance, do the arms out. Got a rock star reception. They were super loud for him. Booed CM Punk. Love seeing that. Made the match even better. They had an awesome back and forth. Love seeing that. And yeah, it made me enjoy the match immensely. That was definitely CM Punk's best match since his WrestleMania triple threat match last year. Quite honestly. Finn Bálor, that was his best match in ages. So yeah, it reestablished him. I see him as a babyface now. I don't know why he's not a babyface permanently. He should be a babyface permanently now. Because the crowd loved him. He should keep the theme. The CFO Money original theme from NXT. He should keep the entrance. He should definitely bring back the Demon, but do it differently. Yeah. I'm excited to see what they do with him. I hope that this doesn't just stay here in Ireland and he goes back to being a boring boring heel and the goddamn Judgment Day, but also not a boring babyface either. He should be a more exciting, more real babyface. I want to see Finn Bálor. I want to see Finn Bálor get his run as a world champion. Not just a world heavyweight champion, but a WWE champion. He deserves it. He deserves it. He's 43 now, going to be 44. Let's hurry up. Let's go. So that's it, man. That's my Raw review. That's my Raw discussion. You guys have the floor. What y'all want to talk about? What do you want to talk about? Belts to asses. Yep. Back in the day, for millennials like me, they whipped us with belts. And sometimes the parents would be like, pick one. You get 2 belts. Pick one. Both of them hurt. Both of them hurt. Yeah, I think you Gen Zs, you don't know what that feels like. Did you see that Trey Miguel of the Rascals was released? Yes, I did see that. I saw that Tony Khan released him because of tweets. He posted some tweets that were offensive, and Tony Khan didn't like it. Oops. I kind of had a feeling that, look here, all 4 of them weren't going to work out anyways. So one of them was going to be kicked. It was apparently him. He looked too much like Ricochet anyway, so who cares? So he can go back to TNA or go to NXT. But yeah, the one that they needed and the one that they got was Trevor Lee. Not Trevor Lee. Wesley. They should get Trevor Lee too. Wesley. They got Wesley. That's what matters. Anybody else is whatever. But Wesley? Ooh, Wesley with Will Ospreay? Yes, sir. Wesley with Ricochet? Yes, sir. Can't wait for that. That's gonna be nice. But yeah, apparently he's retiring from wrestling now. Trey Miguel. That sucks. Nikki Bella should win the championship. No, she shouldn't. You're blocked. Stop saying that. Stop speaking that nonsense on my live streams. What's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Logan Paul is the GOAT. No, he's not. You're blocked. Why would you say that? That's nonsense. Why would you speak that into existence? Let me see. Let me go all the way to the top and then come back down. Yeah, get your super chats in, ladies and gentlemen. If you got any more super chats, go ahead and get them in while you can. Again, the international title will not be defended on Friday. It will be defended on Saturday. So look forward to that. My Texans lost. It is what it is. It is what it is. Maybe they'll do better next year. Robert Nagala says, I am not challenging at the Royal Rumble because good luck against Corp CA. Corp CA, look, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I have not seen Corp CA, but there's that feeling that he's just lurking, and he's probably gonna drop a bomb. You dropped the bomb on me, baby. You dropped the bomb on me. What you think me? It'll be me. You dropped the bomb on me. Next Saturday, so we'll see. Baby, you dropped the bomb on me. I always roll my eyes when fans do this overreaction to opinions crap. And yeah, from watching Trick's promos on NXT, I completely agree. Yeah. Trick needs work. I just don't think he's all that great, and that's just my opinion. Eddie Lamb music, lurking around like the ever so scary Mario X. I gotta go rewatch those reactions. Those reactions were great. Those reactions were crazy. So the Rascals haven't debuted yet, and only one of the members already got released before debut. Yeah. Let's see here. BTB with Nick is a women's faction with Finn Bálor. At this point, yeah, it is. Because Dom's not there. And I don't know what happened to JD McDonough. Is he hurt too? Is JD hurt again? Myron Reed. Is he one of the Rascals? Let me see here. In London, Trick was over. Yes, Trick Williams was mega over, a mega star in London. They love him. But that theme song hits, and those lemon pepper steppers. Lemon pepper steppers. That's funny. That's hilarious. All right, y'all, let me go ahead and cut it off here. I'm tired. I've been doing this for close to 2 hours now, so we're going to save the rest of this energy for Wednesday and Friday. Well, not Friday, Saturday. I might be up here Friday. We'll play it by ear. Since we're defending the championship on Saturday, what I might do is I'll do the live stream on Wednesday, and then maybe go use Friday to do a little me time. Yeah. Then Saturday, we'll do the live stream for Saturday night's main event. And then Sunday, what's happening Sunday? Nothing. And then next week is Royal Rumble week. So let me go ahead and send a tweet or a twext. That's a text on Twitter. Twext. Let me go ahead and text our girl and our boy AJ if they want to do a Rumble prediction show. Do that now. Matter of fact, hey, are you two doing Rumble predictions next week? If so, I'd like to join. Let me know. Cheer. So we'll see what they do, and I'll let you guys know this upcoming Saturday if that's the case. So thank you all so much for being here. As you file out, do all the YouTube things, like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. Follow me on social media: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, and Venmo. So during this time, I'm really pushing the Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal. Any donations would help, even if it's just $1. $1 goes a long way. If every single one of you in this live stream right now, how many people are watching me? It says I have a total of 400. Jesus Christ. Well, let's just say who's watching me currently? 45, 30, 40. It keeps dripping. Like if all 40 of you just donated $1, that would be wonderful. Boom, right there, $40. Yeah, and that's just something I've been thinking about doing every single day, where the goal is to get 20 people every day to donate $1. That's the goal. That's the ultimate goal, is that every day just kind of have a steady income of people just donating $1. And then on top of the other donations that I'm getting for these other live streams, I'm going to get that on TikTok and Instagram and all that kind of stuff, and Facebook. So I'm really pushing that. And I only say $1 because $1's not going to hurt. Like people, $1, boom. So we're going to see how this works out. Thank y'all so much for making me a part of your day. And I will catch you guys next time right here in Alyx's World. 50K. But we're not done yet. Let's keep it going. A safe space for wrestling fans like you. Peace.
When you're